Brad Williams, Excel Prime, count unique menu items, ignoring duplicates. Here, we're going to have three different techniques. We're going to have a pain in the butt, number one. Number two is moderate, and three is just today's very simple way to find unique menu items. Here, we have this very cumbersome, heavy, pain in the butt frequency. Frequency is just ugly. I don't know how else to say it. It's just an ugly function, in my opinion. And I'm going to show you how to break this thing down piece by piece. Here's this just overwhelming formula in order to just count unique. Here, we're going to have this SUMPRODUCT, which is old school but works well. And then today, we just have a very common sense unique that tackles the problem in a second. You can use whatever you want, but here I'm going to show you, if you have to use the frequency, here's the formula as it stands. This is SUMPRODUCT frequency match row. Here is row. I'm going to break this down piece by piece. Row B5 plus 1. We're going to get row 5 right here, plus 1. All right, that's 6. Then we're going to get row B5 to B14. B5 to B14. Well, it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is the actual numbers. The numbers, why? Because row does what? It just returns the row number of a cell reference. So we just ask for a cell reference here and a cell reference here, explicit. Then all we're going to do is, what's 5 minus 5 plus 1? Well, it's going to be 1. Here we're going to have B5 to B14, which is 5, minus row B5. Okay, I made a quick correction. I had the plus 1 in here, which is going to throw this thing all into whack if we leave it that way. Here we have, again, row B5 is 5, and then we have row B5, B14. In other words, we're counting. We need to count. We need to count here. So why don't we use COUNTIF? Well, because we're using this approach first and foremost. Here, the third step is row, entire row, minus this row. So we're going to get 1. The next step is match. What's match going to do? It's going to search for a value in a list and return its position. Basically, we're just going B5 to B14, match. Well, we have 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 5, 5, 5. What are we doing? Eggs. The eggs. Every egg is a 1. Coffee. Coffee's going to be 2. Eggs are going to be another 1 because we're using match. Then bacon. Now this is the screwy thing about how this works, is when there's a new item here, match is going to then match the row. So we're going to see 5, 5, match. Then, and it's counting rows, then it's going to count pancakes, which is 7, row 7, so on and so forth. All right, and then last, hash browns is 10, row 10. No, this is just very, very, very complicated. Then the next step is we're going to put all of this into frequency. And if match doesn't have you all screwed up, then, well, frequency really well. We're going to take the match 1, and here we're going to look at the data array. Then we're going to look at the bins. So we know the bins, it's going to be bin 1. Why? Because if we look here, what's B5 row minus row is going to be bin 1. Match is going to be 1. Frequency is going to look for eggs, and there's going to be 1, 2, 3, and it's going to say 3. And then coffee. And these are frequencies. We want to put these in buckets. Our first bin will be 3. Then we have coffee, which is going to be in bin 2. Then there's going to be nothing in terms of the duplicates until we get to bacon, then pancakes, then hash browns. That's our frequency. We go to the next step. We're going to go greater than, we're going to take the exact same formula, but we're going to put greater than 0. Greater than 0. Why? Well, because I'm sure there's an is number in this thing. Oh, we do. We have the unary. So we have to turn this stuff into trues, okay? And then here we have greater than 0. True, 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 false, 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 false. Then what happens? We put the unary in there. We got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What does that represent? It just represents our bins. Some product comes in and just goes, all right, some product. Now you can see, because we put the eggs in one bin and then coffee into another bin and then bacon into another bin, well, those are unique, but they're bundled up. We just count the bundles. These are all unique. And then we get 5. I know, it's a real pain in the rear end. So follow this, break it down. It's cumbersome. The next approach, very straightforward. We're just going to take COUNTIF. We're going to take COUNTIF, B5, B14, B5 to B14, and we're going to count within itself. B5 to B14. We're going to get 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. What's the 3, 3, 3, 3, 3? Eggs, eggs, eggs is going to be 3. Coffee, coffee, coffee is 3. Then we're going to just do it again and again and again. We're just doing COUNTIF. Then we're just going to divide the COUNTIFs by 1. Then we're going to add them up. Got it? COUNTIF. COUNTIF does what? Count cells that meet a criteria. Criteria is B5, B14. Range, the criteria. All it's doing is it's just doing what it's supposed to do. Just counting itself. It's counting eggs, 1, 2, 3, and then doing what? It's just saying there's 3, and 2, and 1. And then we have the simple sum product, which takes care of it. And then last but not least, you don't have to do anything. You just put unique, and then you count. That's it, unique. I don't have any verbiage. I don't have any write-up here. Why? Well, because I just didn't think it was necessary. Otherwise, read the narrative, look at the anatomy, but more importantly, break it down if you need to. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for watching.